Good morning, guys. This is Leo. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I put corner beads up the offset ceiling angles. Now these are dormer windows. I've got a bunch of them. I'm going to do a no-coat video next, and I wanted to show you this. So these are the beads that I'm doing, and I want to make sure these corners are right. Now see, I've already put this one on. This is the last stand-up I have in this room, and I've already pre-cut this bead. Okay, now I want to show you how to line these up so they're perfect when you put them on, and it makes it easier to cut that piece. All right, now as you see, I've got no coats to put on here, and I've already cut this at a 45-degree angle, and in my no coat video I'll show you why I do this with the corner beads. So anyway, let me see if I can get this thing positioned right for you. Hopefully everybody can see that okay. So, what you don't want is you don't want a gap right here when the corner bead comes down and meets the other corner bead. So, let me get this on and I'll show you what I do real quick. I want to make sure there's a lot of mud in here. The bead adheres. This is Trimtex vinyl bead. It's a mudset bead that I use. So I'm going to stick it up here, and a lot of guys will push this all the way up. They'll push it up like this. When the other bead comes down, it doesn't meet. Or they just stick it up there and they don't pay attention to see if it's low or high. I carry an extra piece of corner bead around with me. And I'll stick it like this, and I'll simply make it so that when these two corners meet, they're absolutely perfect. That's what you're after when you put these beads on. Now, I know once I weight this down, it's going to be set. And when I put that other piece up, from the ceiling down to that corner, I'll be able to make it perfect. Now I am going to put the ceiling piece on as well, so you guys can see. Okay? Now when I'm cutting this, I know the ceiling's got a big offset angle, so I'm going to cut it pretty sharp, maybe a little sharper than necessary, but that's okay. So I want to stick it up there and make sure it just touches the ceiling a little bit. And then I'm going to come here and I'm going to cut it right at the very point. Now, I'm going to leave one side of this flat. And you see, that's absolutely perfect. Now I'll show you once it's finished. Now I'm going to 45-degree the inside angle of this. All right? So what that's going to do is when I put my no coat on, I'm actually going to be able to cut that no coat right into the point with these, so that everything in this area right here is filled with a product. You often go into places and you see cracks in these corners and in this corner here. So for now, that's going to touch the ceiling up there. I'm going to 45-degree the top part as well. Now when I do the no coats video next, you'll see why. You'll see why I do this, and I can make those corners up there absolutely perfect. So let me put this on real quick, and then I'll show you. I'll show you. shot to give these a check with your knife. You want to make sure you don't have to put much mud in for the second coat. Because I personally only 2-coat beads, and I like to keep them so they don't need much mud. If you push them on there right, they don't need very much. But let me show you this. So you see how that corner meets? I got a little goober here, but I want to show you guys this. Now it's filled with mud. And even though the corner's a little off there, you can push it up. You see, you can adjust it. Now, when I come back in, I'm actually gonna hold it down a little bit. I'm gonna hold it down a little bit so that it makes that side completely flat. Now, if you look, when I come around on my bed coat, I'm gonna come like this. Now I'm gonna do this with a 10-inch knife, of course, but I can make this corner absolutely perfect. Now I'm gonna put my no coats on. You see the 245s I've got cut there? I've got one here and one there. When I put this no coat on, I'm gonna be able to cut it right into that so that everything is flat there. I've seen guys put their no coats on first and then put the beads on, and it causes it to flare out at the top. Now that's a big gap up there. I'll fill that with mud, and then I'll put my no coat on with the no coat video. And where this comes in right here, your angle is gonna be right there. And that's gonna come across and meet that corner perfect. Now, I'll show you the no coat video next, and I'll do it on that angle right there to show you how I come around these corners and make them absolutely perfect. Anyway, that's me putting a bead on, and hopefully you guys can do them that way. It makes it a little easier to put all the bottoms on first, but you want to make sure you have a piece to check it. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.